Rich with how much money it is. Rich with how much money it is.
Hello, nice to see you. Today we'll be taking a look at Audacity, which is free, and how to do basic music production. And also something extraordinary, which isn't easy to do in any other DAW, which is super easy to do inside of Audacity, which is to change the frequency or pitch without changing the tempo. And so I like 432 and 528. I use those a lot, but there are other frequencies which are great as well, sacred frequencies and so on. But I really despise 440. And just to give you an example, recently I just got the itch to sing a Bob Marley song, and I knew right away it was in 440. A lot of the older Marley songs are not in 440, they're tuned a little lower, maybe 432-ish. But some of the, newer Marley songs, they're definitely in 440. And I was singing it, and it wasn't enjoyable. It wasn't pleasing. So I just popped it into Audacity, and I dropped it down to 432. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's really easy, and it's fun. You can do so much with it. Um, so yeah, before we dive into the music tutorial, I should let you know that I'm a surfer living near a world-class surf spot, and it's uncrowded. It's consistently good during surf season, which is about 6 months or 7 months long. You're welcome to come stay with us and enjoy these world-class, consistent, uncrowded waves. And we can also make music together in my studio while you're here. Wow. Okay, so that's out of the way. Um, my email is here on YouTube in the About info, so you can reach out to me. Also on my Instagram, hashtag Soaring Eagle Surf Camp. Yeah, so you can check us out. So let's dive into it. Let's listen to my new YouTube intro song. Yeah, it's funky. Uh, that's just a taste because in this stage the song needs to be edited. This is the version that's coming from the iPad, and this is an older iPad, so for some reason it is no longer allowing me to export, and I tried every way. It's not working. So I then use my Zoom audio interface to get it off of the iPad using a stereo cable. And then now it's on the DAW here on the desktop. And let me just show you how easy it is to do that. So we're here where I dropped the song. Actually, all right, so I'm going to show you. Here is my YouTube intros folder because I'm planning to make a lot of different YouTube intro songs. And by the way, if you ever want me to make one for you for your channel, reach out to me, Soaring Eagle Surf Camp at zohomail.com. And yeah, I can do it. That would be great. I really love it. So let me just show you how easy it is to put a song or audio clip into Audacity. Is Here it is. This is the Wave version. You can see the Audacity logo here. So that's the project file inside of Audacity. So here is the file that came off of my, first it was the iPad and then from my Zoom audio interface. And so yeah, you can just drag and drop, boom. See how it did that? And I don't want it, actually. You can see I already trimmed it. Now let me just show you how to trim it. So easy. So you click here on the selection just like a text, just like you're typing. And then if you want to trim it, you just click and hold down and drag it over. And you can see it's selected an area. And the shortcut is just to hit backspace, right? It's as simple as that. You could also come into the drop down menus, right? Like edit, it's here as usual with any program, right? So it's very intuitive. There are so many DAWs, and I've tried like all of the best DAWs, right? And I have a lot of problems with the programs like freezing up and audio dropouts. And I've gone through all of these tutorials about how to prevent those things. But long story short, Audacity still works fine. And it comes in handy. It's very useful. Uh, and so even though you may end up using other DAWs most of the time, you might find that you will sometimes still need to use Audacity because it's so easy and convenient, and it's very powerful actually. So yeah, we don't need that. So we're going to go to Edit and undo the delete, and then undo the import. All right. So I've already trimmed down our song here. And so what we want to do, let me resize the window a little bit. Okay. So what we want to do here is show you just basic music production. Now right away, what you can see is the size. The size of the waveform is it's small. And when we listen, and it's great to listen with headphones, but also a lot of people will be listening to the YouTube song with the regular speakers. So I already listened to the sound quality through the regular speakers, and it's not loud enough. And you can tell by looking at it, it's not loud enough. Let's just listen again. It's a bit weak. Even though I had it like fully, you know, maximized coming out of iPad and my other audio interface. I made sure it wasn't in the red and it wasn't clipping, but it's still not enough somehow. So we need to, just like an amp, we need to amplify or make it louder. We need to increase the amplitude. So we're going to go here into Effect, and you can see the very first effect is Amplify. There are other ways to do it, like there's also like a normalize, which I've used before, but we're going to go with the amplify, and I recommend using it. It's very straightforward, and it will automatically give you like what it thinks is the best number to do. And let's just go ahead and go because I already tried before this video. I tried, like you can see, it's almost at 5.779. So like I already experimented. I tried like 3, I tried 2. Um, we don't want to allow clipping. Clipping is bad. Definitely, especially in digital mastering. In the old days, with the old soundboards, a little bit of clipping was kind of nice because it had that fuzzy quality to it. But we don't, with the digital DAWs we use now, the clipping is not good. Maybe a little bit is okay if it's not noticeable, right? So let's just go ahead and go with this, what they give us. And I want you to look at the size of the wave, how it changes, all right? And you can preview it, but let's just look and see what happens. So we can visibly see the change. Bam. Did you see how big it got? Okay, so it's amplified. And I need to move this so you can see the meter. All right, so let's see what happens. We don't want it to be in the red, right? The 0 here will be in the red. It will be clipping. But we already didn't check the feature to allow clipping. So it automatically shouldn't clip, right? So let's just listen.
Rich with how much money?
Okay, we saw a little bit of red, but I'm okay with it. I didn't hear any like crazy popping or clicking, and it's definitely louder than before. Like before, the levels were more in the 15 area. Now the levels are more like in the 9 to 6 area, which is what we want. All right, so that's the first thing. All right, so I've already done most of the editing in iPad. Uh, I I got it, as polished as I could, and we just amplified the sound. So what else do we need to do? I've done the basic editing, right? I deleted the dead space at the beginning and at the end of the song. It's got the right amount at the end already, so that's already been done. So the one thing that I want to do now is I want to change the frequency to 528 hertz, which is the miraculous healing frequency. And you can read a lot about frequencies like 440 versus 432, but I'm a huge advocate. I always tune to 432 when I play my instruments and when I record. And when I get the chance and I feel the need, I may convert it to 528. But the thing to remember is that let's go ahead and go here to change pitch. Now, this does not change the tempo. Now, let's take a look here. Now, so when we say 440, that's in A. So we click here, A. Okay, you can see from 440 to 444. No, because I've already been messing around a little bit. So like if I wanted to drop like the Bob Marley song, if I wanted to drop to 432, just type it in, right? Just type it in there and then click OK. You can also preview it, but just click OK. So that's A, right? The A string on the guitar. Uh, Instead of 440, 432. So everything will be changed, the frequency or the pitch, but the tempo will remain the same. But actually, what I want to do is I want to change it to 528, right? So for that, we need to use C. So I just click here and change it to C. Now you can see it's 261. So we just click here to go up more octaves, right? So there it is. It's 523. So we're going up this time. So like if I were to use this track for singing, I would have to sing higher. And usually I want to sing lower. Also on the guitar, when you tune down, it's easier to play, easier to bend the strings, easier to sing, right? So, but I've already done the singing. So we're gonna go up and just a little bit. And when you start to really make drastic changes, you can make it sound like a chipmunk's voice, right? And it will really get crazy. That's something I need to tell you about editing. Uh, you want to try to keep your changes as minimal as possible. It's always best, like in my opinion, not to do too much processing, right? I try not to use compression or limiting uh, because it's unnatural sounding. Yeah, I really don't like over processing, using too many effects. Like for example, chorus. Like instead of using the chorus effect, you can just make a copy of a track and then move the second track just a little bit, and that will achieve a chorus effect without using like the artificial chorus effect. Anyways, so we're just keeping it minimal. We're gonna go to a C. Wait, I'm going to cancel this so we can hear it one more time the way it is. All right, we're gonna wait. Let me just type in 528. Because we know we're going to 528. It's only like about 5 hertz that will be going up. But we want to cancel this because I want to listen one more time. Okay, now let's listen to the change in the frequency and how it makes us feel. All right, what is your internal feeling Let's do it quickly. Change pitch. C up. Okay, it's already got it locked in. So, okay.
Rich with how much money? Rich with how much money?
Okay. Yeah, I'm really into funk and reggae and soul at the moment. So, yeah, you might not notice it, but I do because I've been studying it for years. You can read about it. Supposedly, 528 is healing. It can repair DNA, supposedly, believe it or not. But I have just noticed it feels better, and I like it so much more. And when I hear music in 440, I know right away it's 440, and it I I can't enjoy it, right? I just can't. Yeah, it repels me. So what we have now is we have our finished song. So we need to export. So let's go here. It's under the file drop down menu. We're going to export all of it. And so how do you make sure? Let me just show you again. Here is the select tool. So if I want to select a section and edit, like for example, the effect, any effect, if you just want any effect for this area, you can do it like that. But we want to select the entire track. So we just click over here in this gray area. Boom. It's all selected now. I just do that to make sure. And then we're going to export this track. This is my YouTube, and I want to put F and L because this is the final. And I want it to save in a different folder. My music, my YouTube vids. I think it's there for YouTube. Yeah, we'll just save it here. FLAC. Do I want it in FLAC? FLAC. Okay, this is a good thing to think about. Wave or FLAC. Okay, so here we go, right here. What is the best audio format for YouTube? It supports these formats. Of course, we know FLAC is great. We know Wave is great. But they recommend using MP3 to avoid any problems with editing later. So I guess we'll go, but I don't want to do that. Even though I'm gonna go with FLAC because I if I remember correctly, FLAC doesn't take up it. Hold on. All right, here we go. The difference between Wave and FLAC is that FLAC is compressed, Wave is not compressed. So we're gonna go with the Wave. And we'll just see what happens. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, it takes up more space, but the quality is much better. And we want the best quality. So we're going to save it as a wave. And that's what I usually save it as actually. 32-bit or 16-bit. So based on my research, 32-bit is best. So we're going with 32-bit float wave. Here we go. Okay, we're just gonna leave it. That's my wife's YouTube channel, Anna's Simple Life. So let's just hit OK. I don't want to spend any time on that. Okay, I don't see anything happening. Let's take a look. Here it is. Let's check the time. 3:51. Yeah, that's the one. So let's just double click and see what we get.
Rich with how much money? That's what it is.
Awesome. I love it. So, I'll see you next time. As always, if you have any questions, requests, comments, you can email me, shoot me a message here under the video. Love you all. God bless you all. See you next time.